Well, Rangers lose 4-3 to the Montreal Canadiens. And if you were expecting me to rant tonight, you're not going to get it. I'm sorry. But one, I was at the game, so I don't have the energy. Two, why would I rant? Why would I rant? What purpose does it serve right now when the Rangers rolled out the B team tonight and it was clear as day? But this was just a fortunate game because, I was supposed to be there in December for this one, but instead I got treated to the Rangers being on a back-to-back, the second half of a back-to-back, and then you have the B team rolled out there. Just unfortunate circumstances there for the Rangers tonight, but it is what it is at the end of the day. I'm not going to lose sleep over this loss. This was just a meaningless game at the end of the day. The Rangers are still going to be second in the division, so doesn't matter this game, and you shouldn't be mad if you are. And if I'm telling you that you shouldn't be mad, believe me, you should not be mad. Before we dive further into the action, be sure to leave a like on the video if you do enjoy. Subscribe if you guys are new, especially if you're Ranger fans. We recap every single Ranger game here on the channel. Playoff time's coming up very soon. Only one more regular season game left, so you definitely want to subscribe if you're a Ranger fan to watch me freak out and ride through the roller coaster of emotions during that playoff run. Hopefully it's a run, but also turn the notifications on so you know when I upload. Let's dive into this, though. There's not even much to talk about, honestly, with this one. It's just unfortunate. The Rangers outplayed the Montreal Canadiens in every single aspect, I thought, but they just couldn't grab the 2 points, and it sucks that they didn't even grab one because they put themselves in a position where they easily could have. But, like I said, given the circumstances, when you saw the lineup that was going to be put on the ice tonight, you knew that this was not going to be a game where the Rangers won. If you thought that the Rangers were going to win this game, well, God bless your soul, because when I see Greg McKegg, Johnny Brzezinski, Julian Gauthier, also, can we appreciate Drury's work more at the deadline after this game? This is seriously the garbage that we had for most of the season playing for us on a nightly basis. Johnny Brzezinski, I didn't think he was bad in particular. I thought that, I never understood still why he wasn't the one playing over McKegg and Gauthier, but it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter now. I mean, that's in the past, but this is seriously the garbage you had playing for you. Libor Hayek, too. It's like, come on. Come on. If you thought they were going to win this game, you're out of your mind. You had garbage out there tonight. There's no nice way of putting it. There's no other way of putting it. You had garbage out there. Your first line tonight was Goudreau, Strome, and Vetrano. Okay. First period, though, not much really happened. I mean, the Rangers had a couple good scoring chances, but mainly the highlights of this period was Keandre Miller's monster defensive play on, I forgot who it was on, actually. I don't even know. But he made a monster defensive play to stop a breakaway chance from happening. And with Georgiev in that, I'm sorry, Georgiev lovers, but come on. He's not that good on breakaways. He probably would have let that in. Keandre Miller bailed Justin Braun's ass out there because Braun made a brutal turnover. So, yeah, Braun had a rough night in general, but that's besides the point. Keandre Miller with the nice defensive play. The other highlight of the period is Alexander Georgiev, for the second time this season, tripping in his own crease. Thankfully, this one didn't lead to a goal, but second time it's happened. Unfortunately, though, the Achilles heel for the Rangers tonight, for whatever reason, was playing till the final horn. Because 3 of the goals that the Montreal Canadiens scored came towards the end of periods. End of the first period, Ryan pulling, sure, from Pizzetta and Lagesson. Who are these guys? No clue, but garbage. Garbage. Georgiev, I don't know if you want to blame him on that. Zach Jones was just puck watching there. He did pretty bad tonight, too. Can't lie. On that first goal, though, he's just puck watching. So, not much else to say there. Rangers outshot the Canadiens 10-6 that period. I thought they played a really good period, though. Just unfortunate that they couldn't come away with a goal. They had the chances. They looked a bit slow at the beginning, but they definitely picked up the pace. Also, another note that you got in the first period when the Rangers got a power play. It is wild to me that it's a felon that you have the B squad out there and you can't even give Kakko top power play minutes. Why? I don't know. Why? I don't know. Why did I think he would? Also a good question. Second period comes around. Rangers looked really strong, and they were generating a couple more chances unless the fourth line was out there. Well, what I considered the fourth line for tonight. But it paid off because Ryan Reeves gets a lucky bounce, and it goes off of, I forgot who even went off of, but it goes off of one of the players on the Canadiens. It might have been Savard, but Nemeth and Rooney pick up the assist there. Reeves picks up his 5th goal of the season. He has a thing for me being in the building and scoring a goal, so hey, I'll take it. Rangers tie the game at 1. And the Rangers just kept their foot on the gas. You thought, all right, they're going to take a monster lead here. They got chances left and right. You got a couple scrums in there too. Gauthier doing the same move where he drives to the net, but not shooting. That was an occurrence all night. But unfortunately, like I said, the Achilles heel for the Rangers tonight was taking their foot off the gas at the end of periods. Petrie scores with Dvorak and Anderson at the end of the period. And on this one, just a snipe of Rooney from Jeff Petrie. And honestly, I don't know what I'm mostly pissed at. The fact that Libor Hayek was out there for decades. Decades. The guy needed to get his ass off the ice. Maybe there's a better chance then. But at the same time, you had Jeff Petrie snipe one on you. I mean, come on. Rangers down 2-1 going into the intermission. Shots at period 10-5 in favor of the Rangers. And then the third period comes around and the Rangers score somewhat early. It is Frank Vatrano for Barker Goudreau with a snipe. An absolute snipe going bar down. What a beautiful goal. I'm loving Frank Vatrano. How is he not going to get re-signed after this year? How do you not re-sign him? But Rangers also getting power play opportunities, not capitalizing. Kevin Rooney takes a dumb penalty at one point in this period. Well, actually, that was when it ended up leading to a goal, but we'll get there. But Mike Hoffman then decided to make it a 3-2 game after the Vatrano goal from Suzuki and Edmondson. And on this one, Georgiev has to save it. Georgiev has to save it. Hug the post. Hug the post. You have to save that. No excuse. None there. And then, like I said, Kevin Rooney takes a dumb interference call, but it pays off because the Rangers score shorthanded. Barker Goudreau sets up Ryan Troll for an absolute beaut of a snipe. Never thought I'd say that with Strom. And he scores shorthanded. And all of a sudden, the Rangers had a life. They start getting a lot of chances. That second line, I'm calling it the second line for the night, but really it's the third line when they usually have their full lineup. That being the Lafreniere, Taco, and Hedl line. They're getting chances. How about a 2-on-1? Fortunately, couldn't connect, but they were getting chances. And then the Rangers decide, yep, all right, we're going to overtime. We got the point. This one's locked up. Take their foot off the gas. Patrick Nemeth just stick waving at Jeff Petrie, and he scores last minute. That was the Achilles heel all night. That was the Achilles heel. And it's unfortunate. But at the end of the day, I'm not going to lose sleep over this game. This was a game that the Rangers would have won if they had their full lineup. And it's clear as day. Because how many of those goals were scored by the Canadiens when it was just the AHL guys out there on the ice? And also, Georgiev sucked. He sucked. We're not going to sugarcoat it. Both things can be true because I'm seeing on Twitter, it's not Georgiev's fault. Look at the lineup we had. Both can be true. Both can be true. But like I said, I'm not going to rip Georgiev a new one, rip him a new asshole for this one. He sucked, but I'm not going to rip him apart for it. Shots at period 13-7 in favor of the Canadiens. Mostly because of the power play there. They got a lot of chances. Shots in the total game. 27-24 in favor of the Rangers. Face off 55-45 in favor of the Rangers. Power plays, both teams had theirs go 0-4. Rangers 0-3, Canadiens 0-2. Hits 21-11 in favor of the Rangers. Reeves was throwing a lot of hits tonight. Block shot 16-11 in favor of the Rangers. And giveaways 24 for the Canadiens, 34 for the Rangers. My God. Yeah, that tells you the type of lineup the Rangers had. Let's get into the lineup. Speaking of which, the first line was tonight, like I mentioned, Goudreau, Strom, and Vatrano. They were probably the second best line tonight. I thought that the other line was better. But I liked what I saw from them. I thought that they played well enough. Not gonna, say they played great. Not gonna say they played horrendous, especially considering one of the lines, which we'll get into. But they had a pretty good game. Not gonna complain. Vetrano, he's looked really good. 5 shots on goal for him. The guy just shoots the puck. He was clearly someone that we were missing, and it's more and more evident by the day. Second line, which is usually the third line, that being Lafreniere, Hedel, and Kakko. Kakko coming back into the lineup. Like I said, him not getting a lot of power play time, absolute felon. But overall, they didn't get too much ice time when I thought they should have. But at the same time, I get it. You want to keep guys healthy. I thought that line played really good, though. I thought that was the best line of the night. They generated a couple good chances. There were times, though, where they did spend too much time in the defensive zone. But when they were in the offensive zone, they were generating the best chances, and it's not even close. Third line, which is usually the fourth line, being Reeves, Rooney, and Hunt. They were pretty good. Threw a lot of hits. Rooney took a dumb penalty, though. And then Hunt, he wasn't terrible. I don't get to say that often. And then the fourth line, Brzezinski, McKegg, and Gauthier. There's a reason these guys are not playing. I'll leave it at that. Brzezinski, I'm so sorry that he had to play with McKegg and Gauthier. I'll say that. I'm so sorry. Because they were tough. And this is seriously what we were rolling with for as long as we did. This should give you a whole new appreciation for the Rangers being where they are before the deadline. The fact that they gathered as many points as they did with the garbage they had, it's wild. For the defense, the top pair tonight ended up being Miller and Braun. Miller, I thought, was really good tonight. Braun, trash. For the second pair, it ended up being Nemeth and Schneider. They had a pretty rough night. I thought Schneider made a couple mistakes. I thought Nemeth made a couple mistakes. But they weren't too great. And then Hayek and Jones, they were a tire fire. They were a disaster. And they ended up getting the most minutes out of any defensive pair, which is an absolute joke in itself. And then Georgiev, he was not good. He was not good. We're not going to sugarcoat it. We're not going to put it any other way. He wasn't good. Let's get to Twitter, though, to hear from you guys. Because I'm not going to spend too much time talking about this game. Not much really to talk about. NYR10, thoughts on Georgiev tonight? Dog shit. And there's a reason why he's not going to be seeing the ice, hopefully, in the playoffs. I'm knocking on wood there as quick as I could. And then we have Lordy2420 coming in. I believe this is your first time, so thank you so much for getting involved here on Twitter. Didn't expect much and obviously wanted the W. Good to see the fight in the young guys, keeping the team in the game. Some sloppiness again to be expected. Jones with the 22 plus minutes was good to see from an exposure standpoint. Vetrano continues to be a spark plug. I think you nailed everything. I disagree with Jones getting 22 minutes being a good thing. I think that at the same time, yeah, you want to rest your guys, but I think that he shouldn't be getting that much time given his inexperience, given the fact that Hartford got eliminated from the playoffs and he hasn't played in a bit. I don't know if I necessarily agree with that part, but yeah, I do like that they did stay in it, and it speaks volumes to the way his team is. Also, I forgot to mention quickly, Gallant said after the game, and I want to highlight it, he said that the most important thing about this game is no one came out hurt. That's a good takeaway in my opinion, and that's how everyone should view the game. New York South 24, Georgiev sucked tonight, and at least we put up a fight. Yep, that's how I assess this game. Completely agree. Dwayne Bacon says, meh, I'm ready for the playoffs. Who would you rather face round one, Caps or Pens? I'm right there with you. I'm ready for the playoffs. I'm tired of just waiting. And for the Caps or Pens question, I'm going to keep beating this drum nonstop until it breaks. To me, it doesn't matter who they face. You have Igor Shesterkin. Good luck to any team beating him 4 times in a 7-game series. That's how I view it personally. And then Joe Lope says, Daniel Kim and Brody Bro says, it's your fault that the Rangers lost. They're noticing a pattern here. Every time you go to a Rangers game, they always lose. Are you still going to a playoff game? If so, please don't go to a game 7. Yeah, I know that I'm considered this jinx. Hey, my record is above 500, so I don't want to hear it. But yeah, at the same time, yeah, I am going to game one. So sorry there if my bad luck continues. But uh, yeah, they are on a bit of a losing streak with me going there. There's no denying that. But it's not gonna stop me from going to games. Stop me. So yeah, that's where we're going to end it because I'm going to stop things here. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you did enjoy, be sure to leave a like on it. Subscribe if you guys are new, especially if you're Ranger fans. Turn the notifications on, and I will see you in the next one. Let's go Rangers, baby.